Welcome to Quarantine Experiments with Root3 Labs. Today I'm going to be joining the craze and attempting to make hot chocolate bombs. But I'm going to be leveraging some of the techniques that we use at Root3 Labs for silicone molding on chocolate.
Here at Root3 Labs, we generally leverage silicone and 3D printed parts for molding. We will begin by 3D modeling a part using SolidWorks. We then use SolidWorks to create the inverse of that part, leaving a cavity where the part will then be molded. This model is 3D printed using one of our various resins from Formlabs, including a biocompatible dental resin best suited for our medical applications. We inject the part material, often silicone, into the mold using a syringe and let it cure. Then we demold the finished part. This process allows us to rapidly iterate through silicone molded parts during the early stage design process. Another process for silicone molding involves creating a silicone mold from an existing object. In this process, you'll begin with the object, and then you'll build a box around that object. You'll fill the bottom half with clay or another filler and create any necessary ports out of that clay. Then you'll fill the rest of the mold with silicone and let it cure. Then you'll flip it upside down, remove the box, remove the clay, rebuild the box around the first molded half, add a mold release so the two silicone halves don't fuse together, and then you fill the remaining space with silicone, and again, you let it cure. Once cured, you can demold the final two-part mold by removing the box and separating the halves. Then you can remove the seed part used for molding, and now you have your two mold halves. This two-part mold can then be filled with your desired material, similar to how we fill our 3D printed molds. Once cured, you would remove the silicone mold halves to reveal the final part.
Since I'm making my own custom molds, I can basically make whatever part I want. So I've decided to upcycle this old broken light bulb. I'm going to be adding a laser cut acrylic Root3 Labs logo to the surface of it, and then I'm going to be casting it in silicone to create a two-part silicone mold. And then I'm going to use that silicone mold to actually create my two chocolate halves, which I'm then going to fill with cocoa and melt together into my hot chocolate bomb.